Hey guys, this is Zlewikk and welcome back to my EU4 Achievements Hunter run. So seriously, I'm trying to get all of EU5 achievements before Imperator Rome is released. We are at 299 achievements, 74 to go, and today I'm gonna go for the Dithmarchen achievement, Lessons of the Hemmingstedt, whereas Dithmarchen I have to delete Denmark from the map, have their capital owned, as well as Amsterdam. Obviously I'm gonna spread our peasant republic to make it the most powerful nation in-game in just 100 years. Oh yeah guys, and make sure to subscribe to the channel because I know only half of you are doing that right now. Let's take a look at the country first. Our guarantee form is a peasant republic, which gives you more production, but it's not that strong early on, but also morale, which is again just 5%. Bigger strength that you are having is that you are a republic, which means you can do elections every 4 years and get mana from these elections, as well as get high stats rulers. The ruler that you start with is random, so you can pretty much keep restarting until you get someone good. I would say don't bother restarting too much, because again you'll be able to re-elect that ruler to get him better stats. Our ruler is extremely lucky, it's my first try. But he's old, so I'm gonna probably re-elect him once or twice and he's gonna die. Ideally you get a young ruler with good stats, but I will honestly don't bother restarting too much. Only 2 estates over here, we don't have nobility, that's why I can only take admin and diplo points, at least we have a lot of crown for ourselves. On top of that I will also take some high loyalty from the clergy, diplo rep, and development the temples, while from the burghers I'll just take prestige for now and nothing else. We'll take more privileges later. Then I can seize land, summon the diet, and work on improving relations with Pope. And actually my first mission is to ally and have good relations with a theocracy. And you see, Pope would count for it if only they wanted to ally us. That's why I'm gonna start improving relations with some. I'm gonna look for a theocracy that is ideally also an elector and get that alliance with them. We want to do at least one show strength war before we get that mission done, which gives us claims. So we're looking for a nation that is small, it's not a free city, and is outside of my area expansion route, like for example East Frisia. So I'm gonna rival just them for now and look to see if they get any allies. Since it looks like the allies got them Utrecht, it will not be that easy, but it's the same for all of these nations. I could do Saxe-Lauenburg as well. I think I'm gonna do Saxe-Lauenburg. It's ideally our expansion route early on, but I'll not cry if we just attack them instead. Anyway, I can ally Cologne, and I'll keep improving relations to get that mission. And see now there's here Saxe-Lauenburg allied Volgast, East Frisia allied Utrecht, Oldenburg allied Burgundy, and they are in the trade league. Verden allied Mecklenburg, and Hamburg allied Lübeck and Bremen.
Why are you the way that you are?
So having this in mind, I think I'll need to go after East Frisia as the easiest goal for us. But it doesn't mean it will be an easy war. I don't think they can connect their troops. Keep in mind East Frisia starts outside of the HRE, so there's no access by default. I'll just leave 100 men in that siege and go make sure to also deal with the troops from Utrecht. There it goes, the first 300 points from the show strength, which is certainly helpful to get the technologies faster. Now with high relations with Cologne, I can get this, which gives me claims on all of these terrains, which I'll immediately use to declare a war. It's pretty much Lauenburg, Verden and Saxe-Lauenburg I could fight. So how about we attack Verden? Because Mecklenburg seems to be fairly weak. And let me try wiping them immediately over here. That was quick and easy. I'll not fight the Verden peasants. I'm gonna let them siege the province for us. So when they'll be having a high siege progress, I'm gonna come back to them, kill them and take over the siege. So in the meantime, I can just go ahead and focus on sieging Mecklenburg. In the meantime, Mecklenburg allied to Lunenburg. So I can separate Peasant by breaking that alliance with Lunenburg. So I can war operations and full money. That full money is gonna be also useful because I'll repay all of my debt this way. And now I can come back here to take over that siege from rebels, which are at 28%. So it seems like a perfect moment. Just wipe them and siege down questions immediately. Next month. Anyway, I can take it. It's not much AE and even more money. Find new rivals. And these are terrible choices. Like I really hate it. We just do Bremen and Oldenburg. In the meantime, I can go ahead and attack these guys here. Just let's see 5 favors. Teutonic Order will join that war. But I have doubts they will get access to us. If they do, I might be screwed. But by the time they come here, I'll be reaching Tech 4. That's why I will not care about this. And declare that war to continue expanding. You know, the earlier I take it, the faster I'm gonna lose all that AE. Worst case, I'm gonna call in these guys to help me out. But since I got a bit of AE already, let me change the bonus from the trading here to improve relations. And same here for improve relations. I also grab an advisor for another improve relation bonus. Let's see what I can do with the Teutonic army when having a technology advantage. They're still Tech 3, we are having Tech 4. They have more troops, but they have a better general and the tech advantage. But you see, even with that, we did lose too many troops. The quantity advantage on their side was big, but they ran away in a bit stupid way, which allowed me to wipe the rest of their army. Really good. Let me just get on their capital, occupy these 2 more provinces, and get as much money as possible from this war. Yeah, 35 ducats plus war operations is more than needed for us. Can come back here. AE dropped a bit in the meantime, so I can freely take these 2 more provinces for us. Just making our borders better and better. I just also stated these 2 provinces, so let me sure to decrease the autonomy over there. Now we can take another tech ahead of time. We could. Actually, I'm gonna do it. I can postpone the coring a few months, just make sure to get the innovativeness. So conquering provinces here allowed me to take reduced honors in these provinces and perma claims on Frisia area, which is here. Anyway, it takes some time now to recover, reduce the AE, and maybe get 1 more show strength. Let's see if any of this is a possible target. Saxe-Lauenburg it totally is. They only have 5 developments. It's not like I have to conquer them now. I can leave that for later. Mana is gonna be of much bigger use. You see, with all that conquest, my crownland is already up to 24%. I think up from 15 that we started with. Another batch of money is coming from Volgast. How much I'll be earning now from just purely war operations? 1.5 ducat a month. And obviously that's yet another show strength. So we are really ahead in time with the technologies and mana. Can spend some now with Deving Verden for our mission, but also to get rid of that devastation here. This allowed me a lot of new rivals, which is actually good news for us, because there are a lot of potential better targets to aim for. How about Brunswick? Brunswick is indeed a good target. They have a level 3 force, so they're not perfect. And I think they're better than most of this, unless the Berg is a better one. I think actually Berg will work better. So let me go ahead and rival Berg. Because what I'll do, my AE is still dropping. I'll attack them and call in Cologne to help me out. But before that, can I ally more nations that I improved relations with? Like Palatinate. I also want to ally Bohemia later. When separate piecing other nations, I'm making sure to break the rivalries, relations, as that gives us prestige. And obviously more prestige is more AE impact and improve relations. Also a bit of money. I wouldn't mind taking it, especially on the war operations. And now with Nassau pieced out, I should have an easy wipe on the truce of Mainz. And here goes our third show strength. Mana is in really good position. And I also got prestige up to 54. Why my EE mostly dropped so I can get ready for another war. This time I think I can't aim for Bremen because it's a free city. So I'll be aiming for Friesland to get slowly into the English Channel. Just before declaring, let me reduce autonomies and make sure to deal with the rebels. For my further expansion I can take Tech 5 in admin, which allows me to unlock Espionage ideas, where I can immediately go and take, almost immediately go and take the AE impact. With my mill points and admin points, I also start deving Verdun, because I need a province with 30 development to embrace the golden era. Because I'll be having community rival, I'll have the Renaissance soon, and then I'll need a royal city. Since I'm having so much mana, that will definitely work. But before I start deving, let me make sure to get the burghers loyal and maybe even wait for the prosperity to load here. With that AE impact, fully annexing Friesland is only 30 AE. Which means we are already hitting 74 development. That conquest here gives me diplo points that will definitely use to keep filling my espionage ideas. Especially that the next one gives me siege ability, also national idea for infantry count ability, on top of morale and shock damage received that we have in traditions. Our ruler had to die at one point. I'm gonna let it auto click. By the way, I should also pick an advisor here. I'll let it auto click. No, I'm not letting auto click. I'm gonna wait 3 months. 1, 2, 3 to keep using this mana, and then just choose the Diplo one, which is a bit too old. I'll probably have to refresh again in 4 years. We see with 22 in a second 23 dev clicks, I'll get this province to 30, which also will get me the Renaissance a bit faster, but this, to be honest, doesn't matter that much. I'll get it fast anyway. But with this at 30, I'm having 2 bonuses here. Renaissance will be third to start the golden era. But why my AE is dropping, I can go ahead and attack Utrecht, which will be beneficial to us on 2 levels. 1, humiliate rival, obviously, and 2, calling in Oldenburg to break the cursed alliance with Burgundy. Here it goes. 4 show strength. Infinite mana. Anyway, another show strength will be on Volgast, and I can call in all my 3 allies. But that's not even the biggest goal of that war. Because now that I called them in here, we can attack Munster to conquer the lands without getting Cologne in. First, let me just deal with these guys, of course. And even though Mainz and Dortmund will help, I think I will be fine because I have the tech advantage. Plus, how about we aim on wiping the troops tier 1, but I don't even see their troops. In the meantime, tier 3 is an interesting choice. I could go for sortition, but then I don't have mana every 3 years, 50 mana every 3 years for re-electing. That's why I'd rather go for the frequent elections, because that gives me that possibility every 3 years instead of 4. Yeah, I'm about that, you see. 3 mana. So now how I attacked Munster to get Oldenburg. Yeah, Austria forced them to release Oldenburg, but I can still take these provinces. First bonus from the papacy is for sure Republican tradition and improved relations. Both that you see my AE is down on most of the provinces. I'll take from Munster these 2 provinces for much of good borders, because then I will go for Brunswick to connect my lands, which is also not a huge amount of AE. Just look at this, it's almost nothing. First bonus in Age of Discovery is obviously the justified wars. So with 5th or 6th show strength, we are ready to continue our expansion because AE is already down. New rivals to be chose. Let's do Zlewikk and Denmark. And now I can go and declare on Brunswick. Byzantine refugees. Byzantium, 10% tech cost for the next 30 years with a cost of 80 mana. And remember, 10% tech cost is 60 mana per technology, so just take 2 technologies and it's worth it. I could fully annex Brunswick without reheriting much, but I'm not gonna take Göttingen just for a matter of good borders. We just focus on full money with reparations. I need 11 more development to unlock numerics. And since we are ahead in time to take 6, are we? We are. I want to use that for the war against Zlewikk / Denmark. So what I'll do, I'll go ahead and start deving this province here with a bit more all of mana. We need 4 more dev clicks. Maybe I'll find a cheaper province here in Frisia. We can get rid of the devastation at the same time. A few months and we got this. See, now with 150 development, after the monthly we get the information here. Free company, grand company, independent company got unlocked. So we can go and take a loan. Unlock. I will do both free company and grand company, being slightly over the force limit attack Zlewikk. I'll definitely lose on the navy, so just make sure to hide it. Golden era is also gonna be for sure useful in that war. So let's go ahead and attack them. For 60,000 troops to fight. That might be a terrible idea, but keep in mind Sweden is not gonna join it. And I forgot that I don't have a claim on Zlewikk. Let me create one. Burgundy succession happened, and Burgundy is under France.
No! God, please, no! No!
Which means, if you want to get Amsterdam later, for the achievement, I have to beat both of these 2 guys and their allies. Screw it, guys. Let's declare that war. At least Brandenburg and Palatinate will help me, which will break alliance between Brandenburg and Denmark. Very important for us. Oh shit. I didn't hide my fleet. We also need to somehow break this guy's alliance with Muscovy. At least I should be able to easily piece these guys out. Just stand in the capital while they don't have any armies. And blockading a port. I literally need to do that for a day. So that was quick. And now we only left with Denmark, Norway and Riga. Zlewikk sadly has tech 6. But Denmark doesn't. So let me see if I can fight with them while being slightly like outnumbered 2-1 with the 6,000 reinforcing. Oh boy, they also have a god tier general 5-4. What the hell is this? But yeah, I have 5 morale on the other hand. So that 5 morale is winning us the battle. You know what's the best part? I didn't set up provinces of interest. I thought like, oh, I don't need them to get Wismar and Zlewikk. I needed them because Brandenburg, as you see, they occupied Zlewikk for themselves.
Why are you the way that you are?
You know what? I'll let them re-siege it. Screw that.
I'm gonna do what's called a pro gamer move.
And strategy is simple. I've let them siege it. Let them go out of this province. And since I arrived there before a month tick, there's only 100 defenders. And as soon as it drops, via, you know, lack of water or something below 100, just like it did right now, the next tick, I'll automatically take it with a bonus of some professionalism. And these guys, I think they also locked. They shouldn't be able to come back home.
I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye.
So that should be not only a free battle, but also soon a wipe, and tons of free war score. There we go. Screw it, guys. I don't think I'm gonna be able to separate peace Denmark, even with occupying everything. So I'm gonna break the alliance with Zlewikk by piecing out Zlewikk, taking all of these provinces, full money, as well as reparations. It doesn't matter. Oh, stop. Yes, I'm taking everything for ourselves. Nothing goes to Brandenburg. The borders are getting better. Obviously, the free cities are not helping out. It's fine, and I'm able to declare on these guys immediately. So piecing out Saxe-Lauenburg, surely gonna fix these borders a bit, but still Hamburg and Bremen here in the middle of us. Let me pick admin tech, since we can afford it, and that's innovativeness. And unlock second idea group that is gonna be military. And here I'm just gonna go, I think for quality actually, Because besides military quality, I need ships quality to defeat Denmark. Oh, wait a second, what is this? Why is Palatinate calling me into a succession war against Austria and England? Why would you think I want you to help in this war? That's how also the unlawful territory is screwing us 130 negative relations with everyone in the HRE. Denmark is at war with its ex-subject. Sweden is finally going independent, which makes them the war against England, which means they are most likely gonna lose the superiority on the navy. And it is good news for us, because the truce is ending in 2 years. Look, they have 20,000 troops, and it's not gonna be an easy peasy one. England keeps failing to land there. And looks like that independence war might be lost by Sweden because of that. I can call in Poland. Do I have enough favors? I don't have enough favors. I don't need Poland. I mean, that would be nice to join. What? Oh, why don't you have trust in me? Let's just declare that war. I'll be totally fine. I see declared by standing here, which gives me an immediate advantage by deleting some of their ships. I just got the our cause is just event, which is a pulse event for espionage ideas, which is 20 AE impact, which means our AE impact is minus 53%. So I can definitely take Sealand that I need for the achievement, can take the other 2 trade centers and try connecting our lands. That should be fine. Ideally we also may even cancel Norway as a subject, but you see that costs just too much. One of my favorite easy tricks with straits. See, I'm fighting with them in Sealand, so hiding my fleets so they think they can run away. When I'm getting my fleet out of the port, which gets another battle, I can hide it again. I can go out again, that should be a wipe now, which is 6 war score. They are down to no troops and no promises to build it, well, except a cola. Plenty of EU on plenty of countries, and I have to review it. Berg, Brunswick, Dortmund, Zlewikk, Geller, Utrecht, they all have truce with me. So I think it will be fine to take all this. In the worst scenario, I have allies to help me out. Yeah, this is fine. I just can't improve relations with them because I'll have almost minus 200 for unlawful territories. And I might need to attack Zlewikk immediately, because all of these 3 guys can join the coalition, so I can stop it by just attacking them right now. And I'll not even take any lands, because I don't have AE to take lands. There's maybe some money and trade power. Now that I've taken over the Zlewikk trade power, I'm carrying 30%. Obviously, out potential for more if I improve these trade centers and build marketplaces, but I need to save money for that. Let's see, I earn more for taxes from trade. In the meantime, I can finish quality ideas. My navy is invincible now, and that's also policy for reinforced speed, which is okay, but nothing crazy. Sadly, Dithmarchen doesn't have any tier 5 guarantee forms for the military, so I have to go for something in default. We probably can just go for the naval bonuses. Now we are no longer a peasant republic, we are actually having decent trade income, even in the English channel. Let me start working on these trade centers. So to do that, I will retake the 1% loans. I will go ahead and improve all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now you are earning not 11.5, 12.3, which is return on investment is not gonna be fast, but remember that value on this node will keep increasing, so it's not gonna be 1 ducat difference, it will keep increasing over time. A flagship, for sure useful. My only heavy ship with more trade power, morale and engagement with. And I was... France is just destroying Europe. And they do have a decent sized coalition. Why? I just became a great power. I don't know how. Somebody just have dropped in development. I think Moscow just lost a big war to Poland. We're number 8. Look at the borders from my Polish buddy. We have to actually get ready to attack. This boy's here. Poland will be willing to join us, but look, it's 150k troops to defeat. I think I'll take more time. I didn't play too much in this campaign yet, and it's time for some deving. Because I'm hitting depot points cap, so I'm gonna develop a bit of cloth wherever it is more or less cheap. Got the burghers loyal, got the state edict for the death cost, and there's prosperity here. Obviously not the perfect province type, it's fine. This is iron, so also not bad. The other ones seem to be not the best types of the goods or don't have prosperity. It's just this one, so let me develop around here towards 10 development. We just hit 40 income. It's only gonna be a stonks line from now on. It is a stonks line already. Honestly, since I'm building more and more, let me get the construction cost from here. Which is also a cheaper advisor for the tax that we can leverage. I will do for sure. I don't need that mana right now. I'm ahead. Let me leave that for later. Okay, the problem for France resolves by itself. They allied Denmark. So unless I do it through Stettin, I will have to find the Denmark itself. Hello there, Mr. Ottoman. Anadolu Ordusu. What are you doing in my lovely country? Huh? What are you doing? What you are? You're worth Genoa. So why to go for my terrains? Oh shit. Poland just gave me Hamburg for a non-combatant. That doesn't help with AE. Okay, once we siege down Bremen, I will make sure to give occupation to you, Poland, okay? Don't do that again. Yeah, that broke my alliance with Brandenburg. Oh, that's fine, I guess. I will, guys, attack Stettin to break that alliance between Denmark and France. But also do something extra. I want Poland to join that war. Just so I don't have to overextend myself too much. And they're close to do so, except they have that. That's why I'm gonna send them 200 ducats, not to fuck off, but to actually help me out. Knowing EIs, they were likely to not repay, does that? That's why, let me look at this closely. They did repay it, and they will join that war now. So I actually wanted to force Denmark to cancel subject. That's a 100% war score, so only focus on break the alliance with France. What is this war? France attacked Dortmund. Why is England for the Ottomans though? Oh, it's protecting Genoa. Oh, I thought for a second that Ottomans allied France, which would be problematic. So already with just these alliances, I would have to deal with 170,000 of troops. And I have just 40 force limit. I dev the hell out of this country. But it's not there yet. 1508, I'm already reaching tier 6 guarantee form. Obviously mainly thanks to High Republican tradition, which gives you a boost speed. And here, I can actually go for the parliament, a peasant parliament. And this is simply because it disables nobility state, which I don't have anyway. I have got the Landtag now. Remember, a seat in parliament gives you all of these bonuses. So what I'll do at first, just take one seat. So I can start the debate, take the development cost here, and now it's super easy to just get it accepted. And with this done, I'm gonna add every single other province to the parliament to get these bonuses. Taking as much as I can from Denmark, while breaking their ownership of Norway. So this way they're just a tiny country around here that could be technically destroyed by the others, especially Sweden in the independence war. But I'm having doubts I have at least one more war against them. And as usual, I'm a fan of good borders. Obviously outside of situations where you have to do some border gore, like Mariuki campaign, This is just art, we just have to clear a bit of Bremen, but that's for later. I can take Tech 10 a bit ahead of time. But before that, let me go ahead and make sure we embrace the institution to take it a bit cheaper, 800. And since I have so many mill points, I feel like I will take something military, because the only thing that we have to do, besides clearing the rest of Denmark, but I'll let Sweden do that, the only thing we have left to do is to beat the shit out of France. So to beat the shit out of France, I will take a military idea, which is gonna be, let's see the policies. If we take Pluto, it's gonna be more manpower, which we actually need. If we take offensive, it's gonna be spy network. If we take defensive, that's gonna be for defense. If we take quantity, it's gonna be additional manpower. Honestly, I will go for Pluto, as it's gonna strengthen our economy as well. Just take a look at that. 1, 2, that's def cost. 3 ideas at the same time. And I will finish my national ideas and attack France then. We also hit Diplo points cap, which means a lot of deving. So let me go ahead and embrace the deving festival. We might also finish the game off with a lot of promises at 20 development for all the deving that we are doing. Which is simply because we can. Just look at this. This is our development right now. This color is 20. So we are reaching it in the half of the promises so far. I could form Hanover, but I'm pretty sure that would not allow me to get the achievement. So I might form it at the end, but I'll probably just keep it as it is for the nice borders. Let's see, with only 33 provinces, we have 470 development, and that's great power number 7. Since I know that I'll fight France, how about we prepare ourselves with a bunch of forts covering our lands from being invaded. I don't care about A at this point, and I want Bremen province. Let me call them as a coalition. They are free city. I can't call them as a coalition, so I'm gonna just call them in. But I can call in Lippe as a coalition to take this province while fighting. Let's have some fun. I don't need allies. I can just split this stack on a half and go siege them down. Oh, guys, the game wants me to fight France. For the next 10 years, I'll have 20% morale of armies. Let's do this. It also asks me to probably get the tech, but I don't need it. I'll just finish the ideas for 100 death cost. Now look at these borders. I don't have to... the name placement. I'll have to take this process from Denmark, but yeah, I don't really have to expand anymore. What the hell is happening here? Moscow is guaranteeing Denmark, but also Moscow is supporting independence of the Danish subject Sweden.
I knew exactly what to do, but in a much more real sense, I had no idea what to do.
Anyway, it's time to defeat France. I could form Hansa, I could form Hanover, I can do whatever I want, but I will stay Dithmarchen. I will not betray the Peasant revolution. So, it's time to defeat France. Let me build an independent company on top of the 2 manpower stacks we're already having. Yeah, I think we should be fine. That will get us up to 85,000 of troops. So I can use it to have a bit of fun. Let's declare war for Utrecht. Calling Poland should make this a really big war. Just look at the numbers on both of the sides. Then I have fun having for Poland to carry the war with Brandenburg and Denmark, while I'll be tanking France. I already wiped 17,000 of the Brandenburg army. They got pretty much baited to attack us because we had low morale. And so did France here. Let's see, I think it might not be the best idea for all these battles, but I'll be winning all of them, with them taking severe damage. Just got so baited to attack us in all of these battles, which is Wars at the start of the war for us. I think I should be able to get England in the war. I just have to help them repay their debt. And since I'm still making money, why being over the force limit and having that independent company. Let's take a look what happens once I send them some money. Please repay that. Please repay all of it. They only repaid 200 ducats and I've sent them 420. I guess once they finish this war I might join, but the question is when they finish it. Let's see the army quality of France. We're enemies. 1.2 less morale than us. And 5% discipline less than us. You see, I'll call them in anyway, because I can just increase trust. I have so many favors, I can do whatever I want. There goes the last idea. So I'm recovering now 450 manpower a month. With this, it is 530. And with this, it is 620 a month. I just realized that the Polish Commonwealth is enormous. So all these lands for themselves. They defeated Moscow again. They have Lithuania and they have Hungary. Let me see the dynastic map mode. Just look at it. They have 4 Habsburgs. Like a pure Austria at one point. Protester formation started in Goslar. I will not join it simply because I'm about to finish the campaign and I don't want to hurt stats like income. France is simply destroyed, but I can't take much. I'll take the Finnish province that I need for the mission, plus 2 other trade centers. Just need to siege down Calais first. I'm definitely happy to go and destroy the French prosperity. There'll be not much of it left soon. Anyway, let's go and piece them out. Where are these provinces? I think I can just make sure that revenue is out of this. All of these provinces, as well as the beautiful reparations and money. This is a bit of a E, especially here, but we don't care. Oh wow, Dutch revolt is loading for us. It's always loading so quickly, I didn't even notice this. It's actually fine. All we have to do is to move our capital to this region. I had it in Amsterdam, but I don't have it core yet. Let's just move the capital to Friesland. And I may have to make sure to, because this is gonna move the trade center as well. I have to make sure to keep collecting in the other center. It's 47. It's not perfect, but once I core and increases trade centers, it should be better. Well, yeah, it is 10 ducats higher income. 43% share in the English channel, 48% on Zlewikk. I think I destroyed France so much they're getting their ass beaten by Spain and Venice now. Love to see it. Sadly, I can't fully annex Denmark in one war, and I have to do all this border gore. It's fine, I'm leaving them with 2 provinces, hoping that Sweden is gonna defeat them. If not, I might be Stettin to be able to attack them in 5 years and take the provinces of Denmark while doing so. I didn't check A. It's fine. It's fine. Can we release something here? I don't like this border gore. How about we release Finland? And we feed them with all of these provinces. I'm improving the trade centers in the English channel. Oh, let's remind to stop war taxes. And improving them all to level 3. Because simply I can afford it. And it's gonna keep increasing my economy even further. So it is already at the level of 170 ducats. England must hate me deep in their heart. They have 22% of the share in the English channel. I have 65%. Look at this Commonwealth. I create a true monster. There goes annexation of Denmark, which gives me the achievement. Then I can also piece out Stettin, which is our trade center in Zlewikk. And what I'll do, I'll just make sure to core all of these provinces and see how much of an income I can get as far as development, because I will def the hell out of the rest of the time. I can also just go and seize land. And for that 4,000 nakas that we are having, build all of these beautiful manufactories. This is the next few seconds will be for enjoyers of leveling. You see, I'm not expanding the development because I'm actually lacking gov capacity in this country. I'm so tall having so much development. I'm just doing it straight to 20 for a fraction of the cost. Now look. Oh, this province is lacking. Now look, that almost everything is at 20 plus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 provinces don't have that yet, and these are the eastern provinces. Yes, I could really expand much more than I'm doing, and I could probably dismantle the HRE, but there's no need, I'm staying tall within these lands. With the manufacturers finished, we reach over 210 of income. Oh, and got to build the manufacturers mission, which is 4,000 ducats. And I can use that to improve the Visby, a great project, which is priority efficiency. Actually, I'm gonna have so much priority efficiency. We gotta test it. Let me upgrade that. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna finish here. We've reached 911 of development, 240 of income, 90,000 maximum power, and 132 of the force limit. That's our development map mode. Totally ultra troll gameplay. Right now we're just left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 provinces that are not 20 development. Out of 47 that we have in total. Obviously the achievement done. Beautiful borders for the thumbnail. I'm just gonna wait actually until summer, because the thumbnails are gonna look better without snow around here. Yes, this would be just perfect. Guys, if you did enjoy another video from our Achievements Hunter series, this is achievement number 300. Let me know by liking this video, and I'm gonna click tier 8 to guarantee form for even a bit more of money. So we're hitting 246 of income. Guys, thanks for watching. Remember to leave a like on this video, and I'm gonna see you very soon. Bye!